to 2007, in the midst of rising Fed rates, the flows were still very strong because the economies all around the emerging markets were booming. So I think there is still possibility that interest rates remain, and we have to remember the data points aren't like a reversal or a major reversal. We are talking about, interest rates peaking instead of five and a quarter to maybe five and a quarter, five and a half, or thereabouts. It's maybe a somewhat higher, not a dramatically higher regime that we're talking about. If for some reason inflation were to have a revival to higher levels, and then that means a substantially higher interest rate regime than what is can be considered within a ballpark of where we are today, and then that forces a much sharper slowdown down the road for the global economy and the EM economies. That could be a negative scenario. But if it is, we're talking about, modestly higher interest rates, but an overall stronger economy, without doing as much damage to the economy as was afraid last year, as was feared last year, then net then might not be that negative for EM flows. And India being, as you know,
Okay.
nearly
Speaking of
80% of Indian flows are a
yeah,
function
please go ahead.
of EM flows. So if EM flows are to turn south as they were last year, then India can't be, aloof to that. Uh, so that remains to be seen on how EM overall does in terms of flows.
Right. Speaking of flows, Prashant, how did the whole Adani episode over the last few weeks shift the mood towards India, if at all? I mean, do you think it has done anything to color the judgment of global investors that you may be speaking of all the time? Were they rattled? Were they shaken by this episode?
To some degree, there were heightened inquiries, Udayan, and we fielded a lot of questions as well from our global investors on implications. We had, client calls and webinars and whatnot. So there were a lot of questions, and there were worries of spillover, contagion risk. Can it, bring down the Indian markets? Was one of the concerns. But I think as Indian markets have held up quite well, by and large.
Age is just a number. This line fits perfectly for Dharam Chand from Haryana. He is 86 but is still running, jumping and winning medals. His secret?
मैं बच्चों को सबको यही प्रेरणा देता हूँ कि आप मेरी तरह ग्राउंड के साथ जुड़े और सब वैभव से मुक्त होकर आप अपनी सेहत को, अपने शरीर को ठीक रखें। सन 68 से लेकर आज तक मैं कंटिन्यूड रेगुलर पोजीशन लेता आ रहा हूँ।
The 4th National Masters Athletics Championship, which recently took place in Kurukshetra, saw more than 2,400 participants from 22 states. 72-year-old Mahavir Singh is one of them.
मैं यही संदेश देना चाहता हूँ, भाई नशे से दूर रहें और खेलों से जुड़ें। आप खेलना जरूरी है, कोई जरूरी नहीं कोई मेडल जीते, मेरे को 40 साल खेलते हुए हो गए हैं और 20 साल से मैं इसमें मास्टर एथलेटिक्स एसोसिएशन में खेलता हूँ।
Several women also participated in different events.
हमारे टाइम में लड़कियों को खेलने का मौका नहीं मिलता था, तो एक अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म मुझे लगता है कि ये हमें मिला है कि इस उम्र में आके भी हम मेहनत करके अपनी अचीवमेंट दे सकते हैं। और एक ये ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है कि इस पे अगर आप आएंगे तो शायद मुझे जो लगता है, अपने जीवन से जो लगता है कि हम किसी गलत ट्रैक पर नहीं जाएंगे।
The message these athletes are sending is, it is never too late to chase your passion. Bureau Report, India Today.
It's lights, camera, action on the biggest poll battle of 2023. And the BJP is doing everything they can to retain power in Karnataka. The double engine of Karnataka Congress, DK Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah, are doing everything they can to oust the BJP. But wait. Haven't we forgotten something? The JDS, aka the Kingmaker. Welcome to the State of War Karnataka.
Very good afternoon. You're watching India Today. I'm Nabila Jamal. Our quick look into Karnataka as the poll battle heatens. We are seeing the Congress's unity coming to light. Taking you through those images, the headlines first. Ahead of ED grilling, K. Kavita stages mega protest demanding women's reservation bill. Nearly 16 opposition parties lend support to Kavita.
हिंदुस्तान में महिलाओं को राजनीतिक क्षेत्र में भी भागीदारी मिलनी चाहिए.
Trouble continues to mount for Manish Sisodia. Enforcement Directorate seeks a 10-day remand of Manish Sisodia now to be produced before court at 2 p.m. And BJP attacks Rahul Gandhi over his remarks in the United Kingdom. Anurag Thakur accuses Rahul of spewing hate against India. VP Dhankar criticizes foreign interference. The statement made by Rahul Gandhi has been condemned. Now, after staging protests, Pulwama widows have been detained at midnight from outside pilots' residence. BJP says the Congress is insulting our brave hearts. And defection Natika peaks in Karnataka. Actor turned Neta Sumalata now likely to join the BJP. BJP MLC Puttana dumps the party to join the Congress. All right, cutting across to Jaipur, we're seeing high drama by, in fact, the images as we see Pulwama widows there out on the streets yet again. The assault case on Pulwama widows escalates as the BJP MP stopped from meeting Pulwama widows. BJP MP now sits in dharna after cops have stopped him. This ruckus that's now escalating yet again in Jaipur as we see Pulwama widows just a day earlier who came out on the streets condemning the Rajasthan government of not living up to their promises that they've made to the families of the Pulwama martyrs. And now we see the drama escalating yet again with a BJP MP intending to meet the Pulwama widows has been stopped from meeting them. He sits on dharna. Let me cut across to Dev Ankur joining us for a little more. Dev, a quick word. The visuals that we see are certainly upsetting, and we believe the BJP wanting to meet the Pulwama widows. He's not been given an opportunity and therefore he sits in dharna.
Well, high voltage drama happening out here. While you were speaking, there is a lot of drama that ensued out here, Nabila. There is the BJP Rajya Sabha MP Dr. Kirodi Lal Meena who has been stopped from going towards the residence of Rohitash Lamba. The martyr who attained martyrdom in Pulwama, his wife was removed late in the night. Manju Jat was removed. Dr. Rajiv Pachar, who is the DCP, is right now with us. Sir, क्यों इनको यहाँ जाने से रोका जा रहा है?
हम बता देंगे, हम कार्रवाई कर रहे हैं, आपको बता
ब्रीफ कर रहे हैं, अभी ब्रीफ कर रहे हैं. You can see clearly the police official is not willing to speak. Dr. Kirodi Lal Meena was trying to go towards the residence of Rohitash Lamba. He has been stopped. He is not being allowed to go. There was an altercation that happened between the police and the BJP MP. If the camera person can pan the camera and show you this entire stretch where barricades have been erected by the local police who has stopped Dr. Kirodi Lal Meena from going towards the residence of Rohitash Lamba. This entire area is barricaded right now. There is heavy presence of police out here and the police is not letting Kirodi Lal Meena go towards the residence of Rohitash Lamba. Why the police has stopped the BJP MP, the Rajya Sabha MP is something that the police is not willing to tell us, but it is quite apparent that the Gehlot administration does not want the BJP MP to go towards the residence of Rohitash Lamba to meet his widow Manju Jat. It believes that this entire matter is being politicized by the BJP in this election here, and that is why perhaps the BJP does not the Congress does not want the BJP to rake this issue up and extract political mileage out of it. Out here you can see the Rajya Sabha MP currently sitting out here.
दर्शन करने से कैसे रोक सकते हैं? रोक दिया ना, देख लो ना आप.
किरोड़ी जी, आप जाना चाह रहे थे रोहिताश लांबा जी की जो
मैं जामोद बालाजी का दर्शन करने के लिए जा रहा था. ये कामना करने के लिए, हे भगवान, इस राजस्थान के मुख्यमंत्री को सद्बुद्धि दो. ये पूरा क्रूर हो गया है, इसकी पुलिस क्रूर हो गई है, वीरांगना को अपमान कर रही है. अब मेरा अपमान कर दिया, मेरे कार्यकर्ताओं को कर दिया, कपड़े फाड़ दिए, धक्का मुक्की कर दी, बैरिकेड लगा दी, ट्रैक्टर खड़ा कर दिया, नहीं जाने दे रहे। अब भाई मैं इनसे पूछ रहा हूँ, कोई कानून तोड़ा है तो मेरे को गिरफ्तार कर लो, आगे आपको संभावना है कानून टूटेगा तो गिरफ्तार कर लो, जब कुछ भी नहीं है तो मेरे को जाने दो। मैं यही तो कह सकता।
बात करने आए थे, क्या कह रहे थे
वो तो कुछ नहीं कह गए, आगे बस आप जा नहीं सकते ये कह गए। ये तो
लग रहा है कि आप उनके घर जा रहे हैं।
ये तो डिक्टेटरशिप हो गई, ये तो तानाशाही हो गई, ये तो निरंकुश हो गया राज शासन और पुलिस।
आपके साथ धक्का मुक्की?
हाँ, आपने देखा ना, आप तो थे ही। कोई बात ना, हमारे साथ तो धक्का मुक्की हो, लेकिन देश की वीरांगनाओं के साथ नहीं होना चाहिए।
रातों रात वीरांगनाओं को उठा लेना,
हाँ उठा के ये बदतमीजी है।
यहाँ से हटा के उनको अपने घर भेज दिया गया वापस। आपको क्या लगता है सरकार नहीं चाहती कि इस पूरे मामले को पॉलिटिसाइज किया जाए?
पॉलिटिसाइज वाली बात ही नहीं है, कहाँ पॉलिटिसाइज की बात है, कोई पॉलिटिसाइज
सरकार को आरोप भी लगा चुकी है कि
लगाती रहती है सरकार। ये राजनीति है कि मैं रोक दिया बैठा हूँ जाने के लिए, ये भी इसमें कोई राजनीति है क्या?
मंदिर जाने से भी रोक दिया।
रोक दिया ना, बैठा हूँ ना, आप देख लो ना।
जी, आपको
क्या पता हो तो गहलोत जाना हो तो क्रियोल हो गया, हो तो कंस हो गए, वो तो रावण हो गए, वो तो दुर्योधन की तरह अंधे हो गए, उनको कुछ नहीं दिख रहा सिवाय अपने राज के।
उनके पास क्या मैसेज जा रहे थे?
वो वीरांगनाएं गई थी, लेकिन कोई
मुंह में कल दूब लेके वीरांगनाएं गई थी। ये हमारे यहाँ की परंपरा है, जब कोई बड़ा आदमी न्यूज़ सुने तो मुंह में दूब लो, हाथ जोड़ के खड़े हो जाओ गाय बन के, ताकि सामने वाला पिघल जाए, दया कर दे। फिर दया करना तो दूर की बात, रात को 3 बजे वीरांगनाओं को पकड़ लिया, मेरे कार्यकर्ताओं को गिरफ्तार करके जेल में डाल दिया। और अब मैं जा रहा हूँ तो मेरे को भी पूरा पुलिस लगा दी, ये ढांकन लगा दिए, ट्रैक्टर लगवा दिया, मेरे को जाने नहीं दे रहे। मैं बार बार कह रहा हूँ, मेरा दोष क्या है? अगर मैंने कानून को हाथ में लिया तो मेरे को गिरफ्तार कर लो। करता रहूंगा जब तक न्याय नहीं मिलेगा, जब तक लड़ता रहूंगा।
धरना क्या कंटिन्यू चालू रहेगा क्या आपका?
है ना, धरना चलता रहा सामो थाने के सामने, सत्याग्रह चालू है।
वीरांगनाओं से मिलने जाएंगे
अभी तो बालाजी तो जाने दें, पहले बालाजी महाराज से तो प्रार्थना करें।
दर्शन करने से रोका जा रहा है?
हाँ, रोक रहे हैं, बैठा
आपका
जाप्ता आया और बैरिकेड लगा दिया।
नहीं, बिल्कुल कर सकती है, या तो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, हमारा फोन भी ट्रैक कर सकते हैं।
गहलोत साहब
उस जैसा क्रूर, संवेदनहीन, उन जैसा गैर जिम्मेदार, उन जैसा नाकाबिल मुख्यमंत्री मैंने आज तक राजस्थान में नहीं देखा।
क्या इस बात से नाराज थे कि सचिन पायलट के घर के बाहर बैठी हुई थी महिलाएं?
वो तो आप उससे पूछो, मेरे से क्या पूछ रहे हो?
पर वीरांगनाओं की जो मांगे थी बड़ी बेसिक सी मांगे हैं, और उसको लेकर अगर वो पहले बुला लेते, उनको उनसे बात कर लेते, तो लगता था कि कहीं ना कहीं
तो बुला लो। अब तो वीरांगना हमारे पास नहीं है, अब बुला के उनको बात सुन लो और उनको उनकी मांगे पूरी कर दो।
It is quite apparent, Nabila, that BJP MP has been stopped. The police believe, the administration believe that he's headed towards the residence of Manju Jat, who is the widow of martyr Rohitash Lamba. The Gehlot administration did not want him to go towards that place, and that is why you see this heavy police presence out here. This entire road has been blocked. The MP is not being allowed to move from here, and right now the situation the stalemate that continues out here is something which the Gehlot administration needs to ponder about. Why is it that Rajya Sabha MP of the BJP is not being allowed to go towards that area where Rohitash Lamba's wife stays? Senior police officers are out here, but as you saw, the police is tight-lipped, is not willing to speak about this matter on camera, but it is clear that the entire matter has for the Gehlot government blown out in such a way that it has been embarrassed, it has been shown in a bad light. It is quite clear that had the Gehlot government called these women, these widows of the martyrs, and spoken to them, a resolution could have been achieved. That has not been done so far, and you see राजीव पचार, द डीसीपी ऑफ द एरिया। सर, क्यों रोका जा रहा है? अब तो आप अगर बता सकें पूरे मामले में क्या हुआ, क्या है, क्यों रोका है?
ये बेसिकली कानून व्यवस्था की स्थिति को देखते हुए हमने भी इनको रोका है। हम बातचीत कर रहे हैं क्या मांग है, क्यों जो जहाँ जाना चाह रहे हैं, जो मांगे हैं वो हम संबंधित जगह पे रखेंगे।
सर, वो तो जी जाना चाह रहे थे, मंदिर जाना चाह रहे थे,
वो अभी बात हुई, हम बात कर लेते हैं। हमने बातचीत के लिए उनको आमंत्रित किया है, और जब आएंगे, जैसे ही बातचीत आएगी उस हिसाब से
कुछ हो रहा हो।
ये बड़ी ही उस तरह की चीज है कि हम ये कहना कि होगा या नहीं होगा, संभावनाएं निश्चित तौर पे रहती हैं।
तरह से वहां पर बैठी हुई थी। पहले तो पुलिस के ऊपर आरोप है कि उन्होंने काफी ज्यादा बदसलूकी की उनके साथ, उनको घसीटा गया। उसके बाद अब एक राज्यसभा के सांसद को उनके घर जाने से रोका जा रहा है। क्या मैसेज दे रहे हैं?
हम बात कर रहे हैं वो कहाँ जाना चाह रहे थे, क्या इशू थे, एक बार हम बात करके।
All right, stay with us, Dave. You know, as we see the images here, of course, it's become a flashpoint between the BJP and the Congress. The Pulwama widow assault showdown as it escalates. The widows of the martyrs who were protesting for more than a week over their demands were manhandled by the police and detained. And after massive uproar, they have now been released by the police. Chief Minister Gehlot has shunned their demands, calling them as inappropriate. He allegedly here, these Pulwama widows, as per the Congress, are being used by the BJP to unleash some political motives and narrative. Remember, the widows of martyr Hemraj Meena, Rohita Shlamba and others have been demanding statues of martyrs and jobs for their family members. The BJP have lashed out at the Gehlot government over manhandling of these widows, calling it an insult to brave hearts. Party has now said that the true face of the Congress has been revealed. BJP targeting the Congress has now landed up to meet with those Pulwama widows. They've been stopped by the police from meeting them. It's not just the BJP though. Sachin Pilot too used the incident to target the Gehlot Sarkar. Gehlot's own party member Sachin Pilot, slamming the police action, said that the act of the cops is unacceptable and asked the government to deal with their demands sympathetically.
The stalemate over the three widows of Pulwama martyrs continues unabated in Jaipur. The Rajasthan Chief Minister is unwilling to cede to the demands made by these widows, or is it that politics is going over the entire matter? We are right now outside the Mahindra SEZ police station, where initially it was mentioned that the three widows were brought over here. They were on dharna protesting outside the former Deputy Chief Minister Sachin Pilot's residence, from where they were vacated. They were protesting out there under the leadership of Dr. Kirori Lal Meena, the Rajya Sabha MP, and out here you can see heavy presence of police. The area towards the police station has been barricaded, has been blocked.
कि हमारी नौकरी है, उनके बेटे की नौकरी नहीं छीन रहे हम, हमारी नौकरी है, हमारे देवर है, हमारी सास समान कर रहा है, तो मैं उनको नौकरी दिलाना चाहती हूँ। हमारे बेटे को हम सोच सकते हैं क्या करेंगे क्या नहीं करेंगे, उनको नौकरी देनी है, हम देवर को नौकरी दिलाएंगे। कोई मतलब नहीं बीजेपी से, कांग्रेस से, किसी से भी मतलब नहीं है। हमारे को न्याय चाहिए, न्याय चाहिए।
तो आप लोग क्या मुख्यमंत्री अशोक गहलोत से मिलना चाह रही हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं?
अब कहाँ मिलना दे रहे हैं? हम बोल रहे हैं कि राज्य खुशी हम जा रहे हैं, हमारे को दो बात करनी है, मुख्यमंत्री जी से मिलना है, तो उसी के पास 2 मिनट का टाइम नहीं है क्या?
क्योंकि वीरांगनाओं के साथ जिस तरह से पुलिस ने व्यवहार किया, क्या लगता है कि सरकार की जवाबदेही होनी चाहिए थी, और क्या शर्मनाक था वो व्यवहार?
मुझे लगा कि देखिए जो मांगे हैं उनको पूरा करने के लिए सरकार पूरी कोशिश कर रही है, और जो भी नियम कानून प्रावधान है उसमें सब हो सकता है, लेकिन अगर किसी के साथ बदसलूकी अगर होती है, खासकर वो व्यक्ति, वो महिलाएं जिन्होंने अपना सब कुछ खो दिया है, वो वीरांगना हैं, उनके साथ अगर मैन हैंडलिंग होती है या उनके साथ ज़बरदस्ती कोई करता है, खासकर पुलिस करती है, तो मैं समझता हूँ वो बड़ा गलत है। इसको कभी एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर सकते। मैंने पब्लिकली भी कहा है कि जो लोग इसमें इन्वॉल्व हैं या इसके लिए जिम्मेदार हैं, उन पर कार्रवाई।
All right, now ahead of Karnataka Assembly polls comes the biggest unity flex for the Congress party. The two biggest faces of Karnataka Congress, former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and State Unit Chief DK Shivkumar, have come together ahead of polls, and this was a video that was put out by party MP Randeep Surjewala, sharing that video showing both the leaders Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar together appealing for votes. Just not that, the grand old party has also made several poll promises like free electricity up to 200 units and 2,000 rupees for women and 10 kgs rice free. The party will kick off hand-in-hand campaign on the 11th of March, where both the top leaders of Karnataka Congress will go to people to seek votes for the party. This comes as a huge relief, surely, for the Congress, as both the leaders, Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar, on several occasions have locked horns, making claims of being the CM face for the Congress. even though the party itself hasn't declared one yet. Meanwhile, the BJP is now trusting stalwart B.S. Yediyurappa for polls. They're making B.S. Yediyurappa at this point the front face. The former Chief Minister and his son have been accommodated in the party's poll committee as well. Basraj Bombay, the Chief Minister, is now the chairman of that committee.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ನಾಯಕರುಗಳೇ, ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರುಗಳೇ, ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ 3 ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿಗಳನ್ನ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಘೋಷಣೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಒಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಬೆಳಕಿಗಳಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ, ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ 2,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಪ್ರತಿ ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು 10 ಕೆಜಿ ಅಕ್ಕಿಯನ್ನ ನಾವು ಘೋಷಣೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಲುಪಿಸಬೇಕಾದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಶಾಸಕಾಂಗದ ಪಕ್ಷದ ನಾಯಕರು ಯಾವ ಊರಿನಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಲಿ, ನಾಳಿದ್ದು 11ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಪ್ರತಿ ಗ್ರಾಮಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಭೇಟಿ ಕೊಡುವಂತ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನೀವು ಕೂಡ 11ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ತಪ್ಪದೆ ನೀವು ಪ್ರತಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಕನಿಷ್ಠ 50 ಮನೆಯಾದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಲುಪಿಸಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಮತ್ತು ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಕೂಡ ಆ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಸಿಗ್ನೇಚರ್ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಮನವರಿಕೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ತಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತ ಬಂಧುಗಳೇ, ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷದ ವತಿಯಿಂದ 3 ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿಗಳನ್ನ ಘೋಷಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮನೆ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹಂಚತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಾಳಿದ್ದು ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ತಾಲೂಕಿನಲ್ಲಿರಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಗ್ರಾಮದಲ್ಲಿರಲಿ, ಒಂದು ಗ್ರಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭೇಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕನಿಷ್ಠ 50 ಮನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಭೇಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಈ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಮನೆ ಮನೆಗೆ ತಲುಪಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರು ಕೂಡ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಮನೆ ಮನೆಗೆ ತಲುಪಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋಣ.
All right, let me cut across to Sagai Raj joining us live from Bengaluru. Sagai, the real image of the Congress where both the netas sitting together, I should ask you if this was a forced attempt, because those who know Karnataka politics know very well that D.K. Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah at this point of time do not meet eye to eye. How has this video even emerged? They've really settled all the animosity, it appears.
So probably you need to understand the person who has tweeted this particular video first. That is Karnataka in charge and National General Secretary Randeep Surjewala, who has tweeted this particular video of both D.K. Shivkumar and opposition party leader Siddaramaiah together, requesting their leaders and workers to reach out public and go ahead and give this particular guarantee card. And time and again the Congress have said that there is a united fight which will be put forth to keep BJP out of power in the state of Karnataka. And even Siddaramaiah said that there is nothing wrong to be an aspirant in the party because there are a lot of leaders who have the capability of becoming the chief minister. Yes, there is a fight between D.K. Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah for the chief minister's post, but now the Congress is trying to showcase that they are united and they will try to put up a united fight when it comes to the elections. The leaders have also reiterated saying that first Congress have to come to power and thereafter they will talk about the chief minister candidate. And Nabila, you know very well that Congress have been following a procedure where once the election gets over and if at all if they get the majority, that's when there will be a CLP meeting, that is Congress Legislative Party meeting, where the legislators will choose their leader. So the same procedure will be followed even if the Congress gets the majority numbers during this time in Karnataka. So everything is in place. So we need to wait and watch how it is going to turn around. Yes, there is a chief minister race between Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivkumar, but still they are trying to put up a united fight.
You know, at this point, the Congress High Command has so far not announced their chief ministerial face. What do you think? How do you think they're going to handle that? The Congress, as per survey, seems to be on a fair ground. At least as per a latest survey, we hear that they have chances of winning. But even if they come close to winning in Karnataka, it's going to be a real tough task for the High Command to pick a name. Siddaramaiah, a clean face with a clean image. Former Chief Minister has pulled off the entire 5-year term, which no other Chief Minister in Karnataka really achieved. DK Shivkumar is really the man on the ground, galvanizing support for the Congress that way. So what will be the real dilemma, Sagai, going forward for the Congress?
Sri Devraj Aresh and Siddaramaiah, these are the only chief minister who have completed 5-year term in the history of Karnataka. And definitely Siddaramaiah is proud about him completing that particular 5-year. And remember, S.M. Krishna was also almost completed 5 years, but he has dissolved his government just a few weeks or few months before the elections. But still, the leaders are proud of themselves, saying that they have completed 5 years. But talking about the infighting within the Congress, it is there from a long time. Whether it is S.M. Krishna, Dharam Singh, or whether it is Siddaramaiah, Parmeshwar, whether it is Mallikarjun Kharge and S.M. Krishna, or whether it is Bangarappa or Veerappa Moili, or whether it is Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar, there is a long list that Congress had parallel powerhouse within the party, where there are 1 or 2 leaders are running for the chief minister's race. But end of the day, it is the High Command which will decide. And the High Command have a procedure, as I told you earlier, that CLP leader, Congress Legislative Party meeting, which will be called post the election results. But the interesting part, Nabila, when the chief minister election happened in the Punjab, the CLP meeting was not held. After Captain Arindam Singh, at that point of time, it was been directly chosen by the Rahul Gandhi in this team from Delhi. That time they didn't follow the CLP procedure, which usually followed by the Congress. So we need to wait and watch whether the old pattern of following the CLP meeting and choosing legislators of their leader, or the High Command will choose the chief minister. So probably once the election gets over, we'll get to know. As of now, they are trying to portray, saying that there will be a united fight. Both the leaders will work together to bring party back to power in the state of Karnataka.
All right, so Congress really putting their best foot forward. If any issue that they had, it was both of their stalwarts within the party warring ahead of elections. Now, this video really does not settle the dust there. There's a lot more to control and to work around for the Congress. Let's see how they manage ahead of elections. Stay with us, Sagai. We see the suspense over actor turned Neta. Amrish's wife, Sumalata, there's a lot of talk that she may just be joining the BJP. One should know that Sumalata won as an independent candidate from Mandya. Her husband Amrish was a very senior Congress leader, but she decided to go independent as she wasn't really given a ticket at that point of time after Amrish's demise by the Congress party. So she decided to fight as an independent candidate, got enough support, tacit support from the BJP from her Mandya district. But now we believe that Sumalata, as was expected, is likely to join the BJP. This is, of course, going to give a boost somehow to the BJP in the Mandya region. Now, on the other hand, we see the BJP losing out on one of their senior MLCs. In fact, MLC Puttanna, who again is one of the main faces for the BJP, who was integral in bringing the BJP to power, toppling the JDS and the Congress just a few years ago. Puttanna was waiting for a ticket from the BJP, wasn't granted one, and now he seems to be joining the Congress as the Congress has promised him a ticket in Bengaluru city. Puttanna has come down heavy on the BJP, claimed that the current government is really the most corrupt, pointing fingers at the BJP, that in the last 20 years of his political career, he's never seen a corrupt government like the BJP. These are his claims. Meanwhile, Congress in Karnataka has staged an anti-Puttanna protest, asking its top brass not to give him a ticket ahead of polls. The Congress also at this point, we believe, has stepped up its attack against Bombay government, saying that Puttanna jumped ship because he was suffocated and stifled by the 40% Sarkar and its anti-youth, anti-teacher policies.
He has also said that once his resignation is accepted, he has said that it should be immediately accepted and sent it to the chairman of the Legislative Council. He will like to help Congress party, the new Congress government, build a new architecture of education, a new architecture for our young and children, where everybody has equal opportunity and independent thought process. So I welcome his courageous and bold move, and I am sure the next Congress government that will be constituted with blessings of over 6.5 crore Kannadigas will be enriched by his experience.
All right, cutting across to Sagai Raj on that. Sagai, Congress, in fact, when BJP came to power, nearly 17 of them defected from the Congress. JDS joined the BJP. Now we see a reverse trend somehow. A few leaders from the BJP, we believe, have already joined the Congress, and the latest is BJP MLC Puttanna. He's an MLC, but surely was integral within the BJP. So his move to the Congress sends out a message. While that said, Sumalata also likely to join the BJP, but that's no surprise, is it?
Absolutely. Sumalata was openly seen sharing the dais with many of the BJP leaders in the past, and even recently in several BJP programs, and it was not a surprise. But when it comes to CS Puttanna as well, even in the month of December, there was news that he got an open invitation to join a Congress party, and now he has decided to jump the ship and join the party. And hitting out at BJP, CS Puttanna went on to say that it is the most corrupted party. And talking about leaders jumping the ship from one party to another party, once the notification has been announced, there might be more leaders who might jump the ship, because there are speculation in BJP that 4 to 6 seating MLAs might not get the ticket, and there are many MLAs who are above 70 years where BJP might consider to give to the youngsters in all those places. So these few leaders might contemplate to join the Congress, and they might also have lobbied within the BJP to get for their children. So there are leaders who are unhappy that many of their children are not getting the ticket, as well as themselves. So even those leaders might switch out to Congress if at all Congress offers them to contest from this place or offers ticket to their children. So these are the things which will be looked into probably once a notification is announced, once everything goes on. We'll get to know how many of them will actually shift from one party to another.
All right. Let's see how that goes. It's going to be very interesting. Karnataka elections, truly one of the most polarized ones. All eyes on it. Stay with us, Sagai. We have some big news coming in. All right, Election Campaign Committee, Yadurappa and his son Vijendra, both have been accommodated in that committee. This is a big news, an update coming in from Karnataka. Basaraj Bommai is the committee chairperson. B.S. Yadurappa and his son, both of them included in the poll campaign committee. Now, why is B.S. Yadurappa's son important in the scheme of things at this point? B.S. Yadurappa itself, who's a former chief minister as part of the BJP, it appears that he had to step down, as we know, right in the middle of his term because of his age, one. And the BJP wanted to push a younger face and someone who could do all the legwork, and Basaraj Bommai was chosen, and with the blessing of B.S. Yadurappa. But it seems like the BJP now going back to B.S. Yadurappa, having faith in his appeal to the masses in Karnataka and pushing him as the poll campaign chief. He is now the main man, B.S. Yadurappa. His son Vijendra, we believe, has also now been accommodated in that committee. And Vijendra surely has proven his merit in the BJP. As a very recent by-poll election of Sira, Vijendra turned the Congress bastion. The Sira district itself was a Congress bastion. He managed to turn it around and brought BJP to victory in Sira. And ever since, Vijendra has been seen and viewed as a man with great capabilities. The BJP, of course, wanting him enough now to involve him in the poll campaign committee, ignoring all the other talk on dynasty politics, etc. So, Vijendra and B.S. Yadurappa now both part of the poll campaign committee, father and son, along with Basaraj Bommai to be the chairman of that. Now, watch our special coverage on the other side with Akshita Nandagopal on the state of war Karnataka, and that happens at 6 p.m. this evening. Do not miss.
It's lights, camera, action on the biggest poll battle of 2023.